Hey there kind people, it's me Eunbin. Welcome to Island 2 Awards, where we will look back to the whole show one last time before the final. Also, the whole result is based on your voting, 100% yours, so if you see some messed up results, it's on you. That's all about the explanation. Now let's start the show. Starting with best vocalist. Vocal is the key factor. There can't be a group without a solid vocalist, but in Island 2, who is the best? Let's see the nominees. Eun Ji-eun, Chae Jang-eun, Kim Gyuri, Fuko. And the winner is Eun Ji-eun. This category was dominated by two people, Jihoon and Jang-eun. I thought Fuko would also have a high votes here, but she didn't. 55% vote were for Jihoon and 40% votes were for Jang-eun. Just 5% people picked Fuko. I myself would pick Jihoon though, so I can see why people picked Jihoon and didn't pick Fuko. Next, we have the best dancer. Nowadays, you can lip sync in a performance. Even in concert, you can lip sync, but you must know how to dance. So, who is the best dancer in Island 2? Let's look at the nominees. Bang Ji-min, Kim Soo-jung, Yoo Sarang, Coco, and the winner is Coco. This is another category that was dominated by two people, Coco and Soo-jung, but in the end, just by 3 votes, Coco took the win. To make a stage enjoyable, stage presence is the key. So who in Island 2 has the best stage presence? Let's look at the nominees. Bang Ji-min, Coco, Jung Se-bi, Sun Ju-won, and the winner is Jung Se-bi. This category was really versatile. The previous two categories were mostly dominated by two people, but here 8 people were nominated and they got a good amount of votes too. In the end, Se-bi had the most votes. Next up is Visual Queen. Nowadays, visual have taken over all of K-pop, so let's see which girl has the most sparkle. Eun Ji-eun, Jung Se-bi, Jae-sol, Mai, and the winner is Jung Se-bi. This category was a bit confusing for me. I know everyone here is beautiful, but never mind. What I want to say can't be said nicely or in a way that won't make me cancel. Other than these 4, Jimin, Junghoon and Sarang were next in the ranking. Jimin and Junghoon were tied with Seoul, and again never mind. And no one picked Fuko, not even a single person. Elimination is a part of several shows, but that won't stop us from being hurt. So let's see which elimination was most heartbreaking according to you guys. Kim Soo-jung, Kim Min-sol, Yoo E, Ling Ling, and the winner is Kim Soo-jung. This was one-sided from the start. She was dominating from the start to the end. No one ever came close. That's sad in a sad way. Next up is best stage. We got some really great stage in the show, but which one is the best among them? Let's see the nominees. Panorama, If I Were a Boy, Latata, Into the New World, and the winner is Panorama. This one was the most dramatic. It was a 4-way tie most of the time. I thought it would be funny when I would show all 4 of them were the winner, but someone had to vote at the last moment and also had to pick one of these 4. Sad, but what can we do? Panorama won just by 1 vote. Those were the best stages, but where there is best, there must also be worst. So let's see the nominees. Final Love Song, Ground, Bad Boy, Like What, Money, and the winner is Like What. This was another dramatic category, but the competition was mostly between 2. At first, Bad Boy and Like Who were the top candidates, and I was thinking I would make a joke saying both were performed in the same round and were head to head, so it was bad versus bad. And if Bad Boy would win, I would say Bad Boy was already bad, or if Like Who would win, I would say all the Bad Boy is bad, but here Like Who became worse. However, out of nowhere, Final Love Song Ground started getting so many votes, hence ruining my joke. Still, Like Who was the worst one and won just by 2 votes. Next up was the best original song. In this show we got just 2 songs and we will get 2 or 3 more in the final, but we haven't heard them yet. Let's see who won among these 2.
It's the final love song that I always love you.
And the winner is I Will Always Love You. This was another one-sided category. Only 4 people voted for Final Love Song. It was expected. Who likes Final Love Song? I mean, I really want to know who these 4 people are who picked Final Love Song over I Will Always Love You. Next up is the trainee that most people don't want to see them to debut. And the top 4 candidates are Kim Gyuri, Yoo Sarang, Mai, Coco, and the winner is Yoo Sarang. This was mostly between only these 4. I get other 3, but why Coco? Still I don't understand the reason.
Flashback.
Coco, I didn't want to enjoy her part. I wanted her to mess up. They were just telling each other to mess up. I was also saying the same. Anyway, they still has the stage to mess up. Coco, can you stop being, good? I really don't want to like her, but
End of flashback.
she is one of the most talented contestants, which actually applies to others too. But someone has to win, so Sarang it is. And she won just by 1 vote. Mai and Gyuri were close second. A leader is something that really matters off stage. Great leadership can change many things. However, it is not a quality that you can practice and master like other skills. You get it with experience, but some people just have it. That's why we have this category, Born to be Leader. Let's see the top 4 candidates for this category. Bang Jimin, Eunjeon, Che Jong-un, Fuko, and the winner is Fuko. It was another obvious category. Fuko dominated this category with 60% of votes. Second place was Jiun, who got 20% of votes. It is obvious people want her to be the leader, but will it be the case? We have to wait for the final or their debut. People work hard and take many years to be idol, but some people are just born to be an idol. For that we have this category, Born to be Idol. Let's see who are the top 4 candidates are. Bang Jimin, Jung Sebi, Che Jong-un, Coco, and the winner is Jung Sebi. This one was a close one. Jimin was second just by 2 votes and Jong-un was third by having 2 fewer votes than Jimin. At first Jimin was leading and Sebi was second, but in the end she took the lead. Now you can only vote for one person. So having a huge one pick stand is a great sign. To know who has the most one pick fans, we have this category most one pick. And the top 4 candidates for this category are Eunjeon, Che Jong-un, Yoo Sarang, Mai, and the winner is Che Jong-un. This one was interesting. We saw how Jimin continuously got first place. Here everyone got 4th except for Jimin. She didn't get a single vote. At first I thought it would be between Jiun, Jong-un and Jimin. It was really close between Jong-un and Jiun. Just like for best vocalist we saw a really close one. There Jiun won and here Jong-un took the win. And Sarang got most votes in the trainees that people don't want to see debut category, and Mai was second, and somehow they were also 3rd and 4th most one picked. I mean, that proves how crazy the final will be. This was just a portion of the audience, not even 5%. It will be really interesting to see the final. That brings us to the final debut group name. Let's see some of your prediction when I ask you guys what the debut group name might be. The first one is anything without symbols or numbers, but I think there definitely will be a slash in their name, or the name might have NA. They are using it without any explanation, so if the debut group name is related to NA or slash, that would explain why they have been using it from the start. Laptopia, Wonderland, Starlight, Nebula are some interesting and cool names people submitted. These are really cool, but I'm not sure how they are connected to the show. That reminds me, did they ask fans for the suggestion this time? They always do, but this time I didn't see any post related to that. Maybe they already have something in mind, that's why they didn't ask the fan. Anyway, that's all for now. This will be my last video before the final. I already shared my prediction in my previous videos. Check that out if you are interested. I will see you guys soon. Until then, have an awesome life.